Hello everyone, welcome back to Rogue Galaxy. We've completed everything else, so it's time to begin the Insectron.
Awesome.
In service to that, thanks to having gotten through Ghost Ship Extreme twice, I have 2 of these royal fruits, which you can see are listed more with key items than they are with the actual foods. Anyway, time to lay down some facts. The first Insector trap is essentially a basic design, with no benefits or drawbacks. So we put the first royal fruit there and place it somewhere here in the Gulza Sanctuary. I don't think it actually has to be on this doohickey here, but why not?
Makes it look fancy schmancy.
The second cage here, you can see, has a slight benefit when trying to catch ground-based insectors. And since the guy we're looking for happens to be a beetle, which, for the purposes of Insectron, is ground-based, there we go. Of course, we've got a third trap here, which is a little bit better at catching flying insectors, so I looked things up, and it appears that an insector who likes hard candies might happen to show up in this area. So now we play the waiting game.
Yay!
You may have to wait around 5 minutes before the start going off. Oh, but luckily I found a Flittery, which is a level rank 3 butterfly insector. But more importantly, I get the Dark Emperor.
He looks awesome!
Oh,
It's
jeez.
a Darth Vader bug!
Yeah, and if you'll recall, he was actually one of the boss fights back in Ghost Ship Extreme. You know, all of those tiny little insects that could totally murder you.
Yeah.
Now we get them to fight for us. Anyway, so rearing cages. We've got 3 designs here. One based on the jungles of Dreka, one is the desert of Rosa, and this one here is the urban hell of Vidan. You can see that in this case they are female. They're also both larvae, and they're all kind of hungry. These guys aren't, because I just sort of fed them. And I'm also showing you this as just sort of an example of how much better the Dark Emperor's stats are than normal insects.
Jeez.
Just you wait. In any case, there's a lot of food you can give to insectors, but the best is Battle Feed. Because, number 1, it feeds 2 of them at once, and number 2, it gives them basically combat bonuses. They get a little bit of experience and a couple of random boosts to their stats. So it's kind of hard to tell, but cut and poison both went up there, for example. And really the best part, though, is that once XP fills up, and you get another level, you get a whole ton of stats. Anyway, breeding. So, It's a Zebra here is a level, or a rank 3 adult now, because I've fed it around 20 to 30 times.
Wow, okay.
And the way that breeding works is that, first of all, the higher ranked Insector determines the rank of the child, which is +1. And what kind it is depends on the highest rank as well.
It's a giraffe.
Yeah. So in this case, the It's a Zebra was rank 3, so now I've got a rank 4 It's a Giraffe. And in case of ties, it goes to the male parent.
Okay.
Anyway, I bred up all of my insects.
Holy shit.
What?
And that's all from Battle Feed. And just a little bit of HP boosts, because that does go up to 999. And you can continue gaining stats from battling, even after they've reached the Ace level. In any case, here are some of my other guys. Staggy Hulk Hogan. And, by the way, the reason that I've separated these guys the way I have is because they all have preferred cages, which determines their condition. Now, condition is that little smiley face there in the corner, and it basically goes red, yellow, green, blue, purple in terms of best to worst.
Okay.
And from what I can gather, because neither the game nor the guidebook really goes into this, but based on the condition, it sort of determines percentage-wise how well they fight. So if it's red, they fight at 100%, but if it's like blue, it's, I don't know, 20%? Hard to say. But you want their condition to be as high as possible. And the two ways of doing that are, number one, putting them in a cage they like, which I've done for these two, and number two, feeding them food that they like. Like, both of those happen to love the giant hunks of meat, which is why their condition both went up so high once I fed them. And then Malcolm the Monarch, which is a Venture Brothers reference, look it up.
Yup.
And I believe he happens to like 7th Moon. So he goes from green to red.
Whoa.
This also gives like +1 to hit points and most stats, but -1 to knockback. He's also kind of the weak link at the moment. I haven't been able to feed him quite as much because he was my last rank 8 Insector.
Okay.
But yeah, while I was raising the others, I had the Dark Emperors do nothing but fight each other, which is how they now have 100, which is the max in all stats except hit points.
And you're just going to annihilate the E rank, aren't you?
By the way, second guest, you haven't said anything yet, so if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, hi there, I'm Prison Phoenix, I was in the last video.
Going on to the second round!
You should know who I am by now. I'm not even going to bother to say my name.
Who are you?
Anyway, let's go kick Randall's ass. Now, you may recall I did do the first of these matches in the regular videos, and so we're starting at the second one now. Also, the two female Dark Emperors are Xena and Gabriel. So the Staggy here is going up against the wall, because that is the best place to put it.
Yeah, because you can win by knocking them out of the wall.
Yeah.
Yep, and Xena has slightly more hit points than Gabriel, so she gets to be the warrior princess.
Wait, they have the little infinity thing.
Yes, they have a special ability that you can use an unlimited number of times.
What?
Okay, so that's a Dark Emperor thing, not an Ace thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Ace just means they won't be getting any more levels.
Take that!
So you're going to be familiar with that first move there, by the way, because it's a very good defensive move. You can see that, like, their beetles can't reach quite. Let's try out It's a Kick.
Oh.
I guess you resisted. And Malcolm has the ability to move up to 3 squares in any direction and past any obstacles. Some of the advantages of flying. Unfortunately, being a low-level butterfly, he also kind of weak.
He almost annihilated that bug in one hit, though, so,
Yeah, but compared to the others,
well, there you go.
and especially compared to the Dark Emperors,
Oh, wow.
Get out.
And here's their special move, the Emperor's Rage. Up to 2 squares in any direction, shock you with lightning and do about half damage. As in, like, about half their hit points consistently.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's a percentage thing, not a power thing.
Yeah, it seems to be just a bit less than half, though, so just bear that in mind. If you use it twice, you'll still have to finish it off. And now to show off what the butterfly can do. The wing flap. It only works on the 1 square forward, but it's a knockback.
Yeah, when I tried it in Insectron, I think I won most of my battles through knockbacks or throwing the enemy.
Yeah. Actually, that's pretty much the best way you can play this, is by essentially battlefield control.
The bout is over.
Or you could just grind your obscene bugs and just completely annihilate everything in one hit.
That works too.
Well, at this point you can do both. But trust me, once you get towards the end, knockback becomes a lifesaver. So this is pretty convenient here.
Oh, wow.
That makes things easy.
I'm not gonna lose.
I still just can't get over about the fact that you basically have bug fighting as a national sport.
Something like that.
Makes as much sense as Pokemon.
See, like, Pokemon can grow to be like 8 tons and like 24 feet. These are just little tiny bugs that you do nothing but keep in cages.
That's not the best idea there.
Oh, jeez.
Also, something else I haven't quite mentioned yet is that, yeah, they also have knockback and flip over the enemies whenever they attack, normally.
So basically, they're just ultra broken in every conceivable way.
In a sense, you can still resist the knockback.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can also resist the Emperor's Rage here. This isn't completely unblockable. It's just really, really good.
Yeah. Oh, you're not gonna knock off their king?
No, because the way it works is that
What should I do?
when the king dies, the bout is over.
And you want your bugs to get as much experience as possible.
Yeah, but experience is based on how many bugs have been knocked out.
Okay. Okay, I didn't realize that part.
Well, that's what I'm here for. Also, the It's a Dog's special move, It's a Kick. It does have some limitations. Like, for instance, you can't knock them behind any other creatures. As in, like, for instance, the, what do you call him? The Staggy Hulk. If he flips a creature, it'll flip onto another, bug. It'll, like, just sort of hop over that bug and onto the next space behind them. But the It's a Kick is, it can knock a bug back up to 2 squares, but it can't knock them off the board. And it can't knock them into any other critters. Not like Wing Flap. Wing Flap can knock you off the board, but only works one square, and only in front instead of in front and behind.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Is there a benefit to knocking them off the board, like more experience, or is it just look cooler?
Well, it's an instant kill.
Yeah, it's an instant kill, that's the benefit.
Is over.
No matter how much damage you would have done with that insect, it's dead now.
Now
Yeah,
we're
so if
getting
Bobbin
to
came
the
across some
best
Dark
part.
Emperors, that would be the
Here
best way to
comes
do
the
it.
Fourth round. Start.
He's not even tall enough to see the table.
Yeah, I know.
And this is the second one that's not tall enough to see over the table.
And now he is.
Now, it just looks like it because we've got a better angle on him.
Yeah, he's still way too short to see over anything.
Anyway, something else I like to do is keep Hogan here on the side with the most insects. Meanwhile, I keep It's Adorable and Malcolm together because they're actually a good team, as we'll eventually see once it starts mattering.
Yeah, because you can use them together to keep knocking the enemy back.
Yeah. Well, the It's a Kick knocks them back up 2 squares. So if they're like at the 3rd square down, I can It's a Kick them, and then Malcolm with his really fast movement speed can fly over and knock him off the board.
That was a charge attack.
Morton.
From the centipede, you mean?
Yeah,
Or not the centipede, the caterpillar.
Yeah. That
the
thing.
blue and white thing.
Yeah. And in any case, this foolish insect decided to stay behind.
And it will be punished for that.
Yes, he will.
Hemsworth. It's an odd name, but I mean, there's been odder in this game, so
Octoman.
Octoman's awesome.
I'm not quite sure what the king is supposed to be. Walter? I mean, they call it a fairy, but I'm not quite sure what kind of insect that's supposed to represent.
Looks more like something between a snail and one of those things that go around under the sea.
They've got snails. Looks sort of like a crustacean of some kind. I think the hair's supposed to be a shell.
Yeah, crustacean, that's what I meant.
It looks like one of the newer legendary Pokemon. It's the hedgehog thing that has quills made out of grass. I'm not sure what it's called. I did not like that generation too much.
The bout is over. You've won. Congratulations.
Anyway, the fairy's special ability is actually to charm the opponent onto its team.
Oh,
Oh, crap.
god damn it!
Yep.
Final round.
Turns out that Robert here is the rank E champion.
Lovely Mio, of course.
Oh god damn it, Malcolm.
But why are you swearing at Malcolm for? He's just a butterfly.
I mean, you know what? I
Robert?
just saw a name. Yes, Robert.
This
God
one's
damn it,
for
Robert.
Rio.
Oh god! Shut up! She doesn't even know who you are.
How can you say that? He had his picture taken with her and everything.
I'm sure she's forgotten by now.
So the bee creature, the one that's the king this time, I believe that is it has the special ability to poison your opponent.
Not gonna do much good here when you can just kill everything before that.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't do any good because my poison resist is like at or near 100 for all my critters.
That too.
So, here's the combo. First, It's Adorable goes. when Malcolm shows up and finishes him off.
I'll show you the power of the monarch!
So he does. While Xena shows him the Emperor's rage.
Yup. Hulk finishes him off.
And could have just one-shotted the bug anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when you have infinite use, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Well, mostly it's that, you know, he wasn't in range to attack. Not like Gabrielle here. Knocked out lovely Mio in one.
Oh, you got that extended
Yeah.
victory theme again.
Victory fanfare.
My dear Mio!
Shut up.
Seriously.
Oh, he's done it! We have a new E-rank champion! Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause!
Congratulations! You've beaten a bunch of children and a pathetic loner.
And maybe one teenager.
And you got some battle feed.